Hello beauties, welcome back to the vlog. This week we are talking about a really big topic. We're talking about strengths and weaknesses and what that means in terms of leadership. Yesterday I was talking about these extremes of strengths and weaknesses, a loud voice or a quiet voice, a big person or a small person, not showing emotion, keeping things close to your chest, or having a really big emotional outburst, right? These extremes. And one of the things I think is important to consider when we talk about strengths and weaknesses, and we talk about this a lot in leadership, I think specifically because we're all trying to figure out, or many of us anyway, are trying to figure out how to be the best leader we can be so we can help our community or the boards we're on, the organizations we're part of, the companies we're in, to be better, right? We want to contribute. We want to be part of something bigger than ourselves. We want to offer our support and our help, and we want to be part of something. And so we think a lot about what's my strength and what's my weakness. And sometimes I think we focus too much on these things, and specifically we focus too much on our weaknesses and all the ways that we need to improve them and repair them and get rid of our defects. And, we strive toward this perfectionism. We probably have a whole series of weeks talking about perfectionism. But today I want to talk about a Disney movie, of all things. I have little kids, and we watched the movie, it's been about a year ago now, but Inside Out, about the emotions, our emotions, and how they develop over time. And any parent who's watched that film, I challenge you to get through it without just experiencing a lot of emotion yourself. There's some really great moments in there because they tell a great story. And I think a big thing in leadership is about telling stories and helping people to connect in the way that meets them. So in that film, when the child is little, the emotions are very extreme, right? We have a 2 and a 4-year-old right now, and I can tell you that that's real life. The kids are either super excited and happy and thrilled, or they're crying on the floor because we got them the wrong color cup. And everything is very dramatic and very big as they're learning what emotions are, and they're learning how to manage their feelings and how to talk about feelings and how to process things in the world that they're in. And over time, we develop tools of how to interact in the world. And there's a great scene in the film where the girl has gone to some sort of sporting event, and I think they lose their game, and she's feeling sad because she lost the game, and maybe she missed the kick or whatever it was. But then there's all this moment of happiness and love, and it becomes a mixture of emotions, right? All the things in that moment that we experience. Frustration with ourselves that maybe we missed the big thing we were supposed to do. Sadness because we wanted to experience something else. Attachment to that feeling. And then this happiness because we have friends and family around us who support us and build us up and love us whether we fail or not, right? And we become a combination of complex emotions. And I think that strengths and weaknesses are really that leadership is not a one-size-fits-all descriptor. You're not a strong leader or a weak leader. You're not any one style. That you're a combination of styles, just like you're a combination of feelings and a combination of personality traits. And it's really knowing when to utilize those skills. When is it appropriate to lean on them, and when isn't it? And how do you connect with the people that you're part of a team, that is in your team? How do you lead with them? How do you meet people where they are? Some people respond really well to a couple quiet words when they're drawn aside and everybody moves forward, and some people don't. Some people really want to have a lot of energy in a room to get excited about an idea. And understanding people and understanding that perspective, I think, is how we can adapt our own leadership style so that when we need to use something like strength or weakness, right, it's not about using those skills. It's about knowing what the right tools are and when to use them. So we're going to be talking more about this topic and my feelings and thoughts on it this week, talking about strengths and weaknesses. I would love your comments on this, and thank you so much for everyone who has shared so far. I'll see you tomorrow.